Brunch ball here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. 11:05 a.m. first pitch. Redbirds and Jumbo Shrimp. Game 4 of a 6-game series here at AutoZone Park. Right-handed pitcher Sem Robberse on the mound for Memphis. Opposite Major League rehabbing left-handed pitcher Braxton Garrett for Jacksonville. Hello, everybody. Alex Coyle with you here on Bally Live. A Friday morning baseball game here in downtown Memphis. A great weather day here in the Mid-South. Going to be sunny, going to stay dry, going to warm up as we get going in this game, but should be perfect for baseball here on this Friday. Again, game 4 of this series. That means we'll use the challenge system for the rest of this series throughout the weekend. But let's give you some lineups and start with the visiting Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Jacksonville has taken the first 3 games in this series. They come into play 15-9 on the season, a half game back of Scranton for first place in the International League. Their lineup written out by manager Darren Brown. Victor Mesa Jr., he leads things off in center field. Jonah Bride bats second, plays second. Troy Johnston, the first baseman, bats third. Dane Myers, the DH cleanup. Third baseman Tristan Gray, who hit his International League active leading 9th home run of the season yesterday. He bats 5th. Will Banfield, the catcher, 6th. Griffin Conine back in the lineup. He's in right field in the 7th hole. Marty Costas in left bats 8th. And Javier Sanoja, the shortstop, bats 9th for Jacksonville. Starting pitcher Braxton Garrett, a rehabbing a shoulder injury. Native of Florence, Alabama, and played collegiately at Vanderbilt. He's 1-0 with a 5.23 ERA, 9 strikeouts, no walks, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 3 home runs allowed on this rehab assignment since April 5th. Memphis lineup written out by Ben Johnson. The Birds have lost 3 in a row after winning 3 straight to get to 500. Redbirds are 10-13 on the season. Ben Johnson's lineup leading off, and at shortstop, it's Thomas Sajaci. Cesar Prieto bats second, plays third. Lucan Baker bats third and plays first base. Alfonso Rivas will be the designated hitter. Moises Gomez hit his second home run of the season. He bats 5th and plays right field. Matt Koperniak in center will bat 6th. Gavin Collins, the catcher, catching the day game after the night game yesterday, spelling Nick Raposo, who was our Memphis International Airport player of the game yesterday with a 3-for-4 effort, including a 3-run home run to give Memphis a brief lead in that 6th inning. He bats 7th, Collins does. Jared Young in the 8th hole in left field, and Nick Dunn bats 9th and plays second base. Starting pitcher for the Memphis Redbirds, Sem Robberse, a phenomenal start to his 2024 season. A perfect 3-0 record, a 1.59 ERA. He struck out 23. He's walked 6 in 22 2/3 innings pitched. He has allowed 1 home run. The reigning International League Pitcher of the Week for his best start of his professional career last week at Gwinnett. He pitched 8 innings. That's a new career high at the professional ranks. He struck out 9. That ties a career high, the 3rd time he has struck out 9 batters as a professional. Once again, going to be using the challenge system today and the rest of the weekend after we use the ABS system in the first 3 games. Our umpiring crew today, Austin Jones will call balls and strikes unless challenged. Tom Fornarola down the line at 3rd, and Dane Ponzak as the first base bag on this Friday morning ball game. Redbirds wearing their alternate red tops, brand new this year. It looked good, and Redbirds have played well in those uniforms so far this season. They try to continue that trend. As Sem Robberse has concluded his warm-up tosses in left center field, making that walk into the dugout now before getting ready to lead the Redbirds out to the field. Once again, Memphis 3 games under at 10-13. Jumbo Shrimp 6 above 500 at 15-9. Jacksonville 7-2 on the road away from 121 Financial Ballpark. The Memphis Redbirds here at AutoZone Park are 5-7. Jacksonville has secured at least a series split. They secure a series win with a win today. Redbirds have dropped the first 3 in this series. They try to salvage something here in Game 4 of the set. Sem Robberse, one last swig of water. Gonna be a warm day out in the sun for him. Wind blowing out to left. A couple clouds in the sky, but a beautiful morning here in Memphis. As the Redbirds get ready for some morning baseball. Earliest start of the season, one of 2 11:05 first pitches here at AutoZone Park this year. The next one a couple Thursdays from now when Gwinnett comes to town in early May. Pitching matchups for the rest of the series. Max Meyer is the scheduled starter for Jacksonville tomorrow against Andre Palante. Palante will make his first appearance with Memphis this season after being optioned at the end of last week. That'll be a 3:05 first pitch on pregame right here on Valley Live at 3 o'clock. And Sem Robberse leads out the Memphis Redbirds to get us ready for baseball here in the Mid-South. Defensive alignment for your Redbirds. Jared Young out in left, Matt Koperniak in center, Moises Gomez in right field. Third to first on the infield at Cesar Prieto, Thomas Sajasi, Nick Dunn, and Lucan Baker with Gavin Collins catching Sem Robberse. Just saw his numbers on this season. It's been great. 3-0, 1.59 ERA. He's pitched well at home. He's pitched well away from home. Just doing a great job this season, using all of his stuff. He's really refined and found a good pitch mix. The confidence is there, and just calmly sequences batters. That cutter is probably his best pitch at the moment, especially the left-handed hitting. Jacksonville, a team that has played great baseball against Memphis Redbirds since 2021. 20 games above 500, 35-15, a 700 win percentage for Jacksonville against Memphis, including 3-0 this season, 11-7 last year. And since the start of last season here in Memphis, 11-4. The record for the Jumbo Shrimp. They wear their alternate road blue tops with gray pants. Redbirds in their alternate red, white cap, and white pants. Victor Mesa Jr. gets ready to step into the left-handed batter's box. Sem Robberse cleans his cleats behind the mound, gets ready to toe the rubber. Game 4 of a 6-game series between the Memphis Redbirds and Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 11:08 local time. And blowing pretty well out toward left field. A lot of home runs in this series between the two teams, including 5 yesterday. Swing and miss. One of those came in the later innings. Robberse ahead 0-2 on Victor Mesa Jr., the leadoff man for Jacksonville. Missed that one outside. Robberse coming off a 9-strikeout start last week and strikes out the first man he sees on this Friday morning. Sem has been dominant. That time used the changeup to get strike 3 against a left-handed hitter. Straight downward action on that one, and Victor Mesa Jr. down on strikes. Robberse, the native of Zeist, Netherlands, 21 years old. This is his 5th start of the season, stands 6'1", 185 pounds. One-0 pitch to Jonah Bride, who has been terrific in this series. His 2nd home run of this set yesterday. Was 2 for 4, reached 3 times. Good pitch from Sam, a cutter there. And that's his best pitch. And according to Pedro Pajes, he used that a lot against left-handed hitters in that Gwinnett series. Especially cutter to get in on the hands and then throwing the slider to get under the hands off of that pitch. 1-2. Broken bat, liner to Luken Baker, 2 down. Two up and 2 down for Sem Robberse here. That time on a slider, broke the bat. Soft hit line drive to the first baseman Luken. Redbirds would love a calm first inning from a starter. Haven't really gotten that this series, dating back to the series opener when McGreevy tossed a scoreless frame. Jacksonville scored 4 runs in the first back on Wednesday, 2 runs in the first, and stranded the bases loaded last night. Chopper on the ground, it's foul, 0-2. Well, he just went with the cutter in on the hands there. Let's see if they go to the slider to get under those hands of Johnston. Batting 3rd today, doubled twice yesterday, 2 for 5. They go change up low and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Infield back, slight pull shift. Double up on that change up, both outside. Over the head with the windup. Bounce straight back. Sem slowly building up to full strength. He's tossed 90 plus in his last 2 starts and gets Johnston to bounce out to second here. A solid 14 pitch first inning. He goes 1-2-3, gets a strikeout and throws another 0 on the board. Redbirds to the plate for the first time against Braxton Garrett when we come back. Redbirds to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless top half of the frame. Thomas J.C. in that leadoff spot for Memphis today. Swing and miss. Victor's got the second, getting a day off after 3 straight games. Down here at AAA after being optioned this past weekend. And been the leadoff batter in the first 3 games of this series. So J.C. swings and misses. Florence, Alabama native Braxton Garrett on the mound for Jacksonville. His 3rd appearance of this rehab assignment. Former 7th overall pick. Swing and miss for strike 3. So J.C. down on strikes. Garrett now 10 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings after he strikes out. So J.C. has not walked anybody on this rehab stint as Prieto checks his swing and fouls it off. Braxton fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball. That fouled off the catcher Will Banfield. 6'2", 202 pounds. 26-year-old. Ouch. Head 0-2 here on Prieto. Cesar takes one low and away. Cesar had the night off yesterday. Did play in the first 2 games of this series. Leads the team in base hits. But 0 for 8 on this set. Check swing. They will appeal. Did not go. 2-2. Garrett began the rehab assignment back on April 5th. This is, again, his 3rd start. Made his first appearance at Durham on the 7th of April. Strong 4 1/3 2-run baseball. Last time out on April 12th. 4 runs, 6 innings. Wave and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for him to start this rehab start. And now we'll see Luken Baker. That time off speed. Tailing low and away. Defense for Jacksonville. Costas in left, Mesa Jr. in center, Codine in right. Gray, Sonoha, Bride, and Johnston third to first. In Banfield catching Garrett. Luken Baker 0 for 3 did reach in the first inning with a walk. That was with 2 outs. At the plate with 2 outs and nobody on base in the first inning here. Two 1. Hit his 4th home run of the season on Saturday at Gwinnett. Now 17 home runs away from the Redbirds franchise record. Came in needing 21 long balls to break that mark. That's on the inside corner, a full count. That one called by Austin Jones. Redbirds have not challenged a pitch, neither team has, so they each have 3 left. 3-2. On the ground toward third, that's Tristan Gray. Throws him out at first. Each pitcher goes 1, 2, 3 in the first. We go to the second. Sem Robberse back out there. Misses outside. Same hometown as Bert Blyleven. Legendary pitcher. And Hall of Famer. Blyleven struck out 3,701 hitters in the major leagues. Two 0 from Robberse here. That would miss low and away. Sem picked up baseball when he was 6 years old after attempts at soccer and swimming. Neither of those really stuck. Still trains in the pool every now and then. (3-1). That's on the ground toward third. Cesar Prieto throws on the run. A little hop on that throw as well. And 4 straight retired to start the outing for Robberse. Early credits his dad, Raymond, for helping him out through learning the game of baseball and his refined mechanics. Raymond was a shortstop and a pitcher, and wanted to make sure Sem was always athletic with his delivery to prevent extra strain on the elbow, shoulder, and with the amount of injuries we're seeing to pitchers at all levels of baseball these days, that's more and more important, and you can see it in the fluid motion from Sem. Fly ball left center field over is Young. Jared makes the catch, 2 down. Sem doesn't throw overly hard, but again, it's the mechanics and the refined stuff. Kind of massages himself through a game and sets up hitters not only in a specific plate appearance, but over the course of a game, at bat 1 to 2 and even 3, as we saw last week. Anfield takes a strike on the inside corner. Signed by the Blue Jays back in 2019. They first looked at him in 2018. 0-1. Said they saw him, really liked what they saw, and then he never heard from them for a full year. And they showed back up in 2019 around July. Had another really good outing and signed him there. 2-1. His first professional experience came in 2020 during the COVID season at the alt site, so he had to learn quickly how to adapt to a foreign country for him. First time spending extended periods of time away from home, and credits that experience for having him grow up so quickly as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Banfield. Slow rolling ground ball into center field, a base hit. First base runner for either team today. Of course, soccer really the biggest sport back home. Formula One really picking up too. He's a big Max Verstappen fan. Top of the zone, a strike. Griffin Conine, the batter, was out of the lineup yesterday after 2 appearances in games 1 and 2. A 2-run home run to start the scoring back on Tuesday. His second of the year, waves and fouls that one off. Robberse ahead again, 0-2. Two-out single. Banfield runs at first. Held on by Lucan Baker. Slight pull shift on Conine. Good pitch for strike 3. Second strikeout for Sem Robberse. 2 scoreless innings for him. And for more on his upbringing, you can head over to MLB.com. A great article out yesterday by Cardinals beat writer John Denton. Head to the bottom of the second inning. Redbirds a chance to take the lead. Middle third of the order gets a first look at Braxton Garrett. Here in the second inning, Braxton 1-2-3 in the first, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Alfonso Rivas takes one up and in. Left on left here to start the second. Bounce straight back. Alfonso Rivas, Moises Gomez, and Matt Koperniak here in the second inning. Gomez and Koperniak, pretty big games in this series. Each of them has homered. Ground ball towards second. Jonah Bride. 1 down. Garrett was originally committed to Vanderbilt, but as we mentioned earlier, the 7th overall pick back in 2016 out of Florence, Alabama, Florence High School in Florence, Alabama. Went pro. Made his professional debut season in 2017. Didn't pitch in 2018. And Tommy John surgery. Came back in 2019, pitched with the High A Jupiter, and then with Jacksonville. That was when Jacksonville was a Double-A team. Jumbo Shrimp were promoted to Triple-A at the start of the 2021 season. Of course, the now defunct New Orleans Baby Cakes used to be the Triple-A affiliate for Miami. Made his major league debut in 2020, 2 appearances that year, and has pitched in parts of every season since with the Marlins. Has not made an appearance with Miami yet this season. Appearance 3 of the rehab, 2-2 on Gomez. That missed inside. Bark in the Park is tomorrow. Dogs in the neighborhood enjoying this game here early on. Just about a half hour into things. 3-2 pitch. Chop foul. Good battle brewing here for Moises. I think a sign of him starting to turn things around were the handful of walks that he's had in this series. Seeing the ball a lot better, going deeper in counts as that's popped up. Foul territory. Johnston, first baseman, now drifts into fair territory with the wind and makes the catch. Wind is howling out to left, and that blew the baseball from probably 10 feet foul to 5 feet fair. Five straight retired to start the outing for Garrett. Now it's Matt Koperniak. Swings and misses. A good breaking pitch, tight slider. Koperniak crushing lefties this year. He's hitting .462. Swings and misses at strike 3 here. Third strikeout for Braxton Garrett. He's faced the minimum through 2. We go to the third inning. No score here in Memphis. Marty Costas steps up to the plate here in the third inning to start things off against Sem Robberse. Allowed 1 base hit, the lone base runner with 2 outs last inning. He struck out 2. 1 swinging, 1 looking, 2 outs on the ground, 2 outs in the air. Perfect symmetry as always with Robberse on the mound. That's low. Swing and miss, 2-1. As the white New Balance cleats with the red N match perfectly with the uniform combination today. Alternate red tops. Again, brand new here in this 2024 season. As is the hat, new version of the Dirty Bird cap. Red bill with the white top and a couple pinstripes in red. 2-2. Just a piece off the end of the bat of Costas. Went a slider there. Marty 2 for 4, 2 RBI singles, 1 in the 6th and 1 in the 8th. In last night's win for Jacksonville, a 9-5 victory. Line drive into left. Coming on is Jared Young. He makes the catch. That one just kept rising on out there. Thought it might fall. JY is right there. Now the 9th batter in the order. Javier Sonoja, the shortstop, steps to the plate. It's been an early struggle for Javier here at AAA. Was 0 for 5 yesterday. He's now 1 for 12 this season in 3 games. This is 4th, all played here at AutoZone Park. One of the top prospects in the Marlins organization, so he'll turn it around at some point. In the air toward left, that one hit pretty well. That one is going to get over the head of Young off the wall. Sonoja going to stand into second with a double. His first extra base hit at AAA. And first runner in scoring position for either team today comes from the 9-hole hitting Javier Sonoja. Out of the top of the order rather, and Victor Mesa Jr. Victor struck out swinging to begin the ball game. Friday morning baseball in Memphis. Mesa Jr. in 15 games with Jacksonville, and even 300 batting average, 18 for 60. 4 doubles, 4 homers. He's driven in 14. Check swing gets off the screen and foul. Jacksonville trying to grab the lead for the 4th straight game. Redbirds only led for 2 outs yesterday. Their only lead of the series. Redbirds got the first 2 outs of the 7th inning yesterday before a solo home run tied it. That was Jonah Bride, and they scored 4 in the 8th to grab that 9-5 win. 1 game 1, 10-1. 1 game 2, 5-2. No score here. Runner in scoring position. 1 out, 2-2 count. Trying to go fastball low there. Didn't get Mesa Jr. to bite. Again, we've spoken about his swing. There are holes in it. But when he makes contact, it is loud and it is hard. Full count pitch. In the air towards center, Kaperniak drifting over makes the catch. Evidence of that loud, hard contact, but it's just for an out. Sends a changeup to center. 2 down, runner in scoring position. Now the dangerous man, Jonah Bride. He lined to the first baseman Baker in the first inning. Lined a bit generous, just referencing to the trajectory of the baseball. He hit it just 66 miles an hour and shattered his bat. As Javier Sanoja running at second, good speed, likely scores on any single. Gomez a great arm in right, Koperniak a solid arm in center, Jared Young solid arm in left. 1-1 count after the cutter in the zone. Bright, after his tremendous work in this series, 6 home runs and 12 runs batted in. On the ground towards short, Thomas Saggese bobbles, throws, and gets Jonah Bride. Another scoreless inning for Sem Robberse. He strands a 1-out double. We go to the bottom of the third. No score at AutoZone Park. 7-8-9 Memphis in the third. Gavin Collins, Jared Young, and Nick Dunn. Braxton Garrett, 6 up, 6 down, 3 strikeouts. Got Koperniak to end that second inning. Now faces Gavin Collins. Still no score. Really no trouble for either guy. Just one runner in scoring position. That was the 1-out double last inning, the top half of this third. Collins in the lineup. Day game after the night game yesterday. Saw Nick Raposo go 3 for 4 from the catcher spot. Included his second home run, a 3-run home run in the 6th inning to give Memphis that brief 5-4 lead. Jacksonville scored the next 5 to win the game. Stays alive here. 6th start of the season for Gavin. Both of his hits extra bases, 1 double, 1 home run. Takes one on the inside corner. It's called strike 3. Collins does not challenge. So the 4th strikeout for Braxton Garrett. Austin Jones, the home plate umpire, has not been challenged today. That's the 2nd strikeout looking. We have not seen a walk. And now it's Jared Young left on left. Young struggling overall, 133 the batting average, but a really good 313 against left-handed pitching. Reaches out, flares that one, coming on Mesa Jr., can't make the catch. 6th hit in at-bat number 17 for Jared Young against a left-handed pitcher, and the first base runner for the Memphis Redbirds. Just enough of that slider. If he got more of it, it's an easier play for Mesa Jr. Tried to slide. Skipped off the end of his glove and results in the single. Nick Dunn now, 9-hole hitting. Second baseman. Redbirds hit left-handed pitching much better than they do right. 275 average against left-handed pitchers as opposed to 213 against righties. And their record reflects that. Based on the starting pitcher, if the starting pitcher is a left-handed pitcher, Redbirds are 5-1. Against right-handed pitching, they are 5-12. 0-2 on Nick Dunn. A long look at Jared Young running at first. Dunn lays off that one. Thomas Sajaci, leadoff man, awaiting on deck. He struck out swinging in the first inning. One of 4 strikeouts for Braxton Guerin. Has yet to walk a batter. Mesa Jr., the center fielder, way to left center. Owen skied out toward left. Costas nearing the line. It is going to land in foul territory. Dunn 1 for 4 yesterday, singled in his first plate appearance. That came in the second inning. Also reached on a fielder's choice in the ninth. 1-2 count on him here. Check on Young, back with a dive, held on by Johnston. Takes off, pitches low and away, throw is down, and it gets into center field slightly, but a straight stolen base for Jared Young. And the Redbirds have their first base runner in scoring position of the morning. Ball was in the dirt, a tough one to throw out a base runner, a fastball at 90 miles an hour. Infield did just enough to make it close, but a 4th stolen base of the season for Jared Young in 5 attempts. Good battle here. Good plate appearance from Nick Dunn, laying off pitches low and away and just getting enough on that slider to foul it off. Stolen base, the first stolen base for Memphis in this series. Moved Young to second. Now one in the air towards center. Mesa Jr. played perfectly, mentioned well into left center field from a normal dead center positioning. Positioning chart for Jacksonville is perfect on the day. 2 outs now. Runner in scoring position for Thomas Sajaci. Redbirds were 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position yesterday. They left 6 runners on base. They're 0 for 1 so far today. Line drive, base hit right center, and the Redbirds are going to take the lead. Sajaci, a 2-out RBI single. And the Redbirds score first for the first time in this series. Good baseball in the inning. A single from Jared Young. He steals second thanks to a good battle at the plate from Nick Dunn. And Sajaci singles him home for his 13th RBI of the season. Extends the inning for Cesar Prieto. Cesar lines that one to right. That's a base hit. Sajaci, he's going to go first to third as it's booted by Conine. Prieto trying to get into second. It's cut off. They had a chance to get him, but it's second and third with 2 outs. Off the heel of the glove of Conine, had to be picked up by Mesa Jr. Throw in was cut off by Bride, the second baseman. It probably should have gone to Sanoja, who was covering the bag. Would have been a close play, but now the team leader in runs batted in, gets a chance in the second, with 2 outs here in the third, to deposit more. Redbirds already lead. All 3 hits, all 3 base runners have come here in the third inning. Single and an E9 on that play. Baker takes one low and in. Lucan bounced to third in the first and ended that inning. So JC an RBI single, runs at third. Prieto followed with a 2-out single. He's at second. Baker, 3-0 count on him. First base open. Alfonso Rivas, a left-handed hitter, on deck. (3-0), 3-1. Baker hits that one hard on the ground. Backhand by Sanoja. Throws to first. That ends the inning. Redbirds force the issue in this third inning. They take a lead. A 2-out RBI single from Thomas Sajaci makes it 1-0. Redbirds got a lead for Sem Robberse. The bottom of that third inning. A 2-out RBI from the shortstop Thomas Sajaci. Redbirds lead first for the first time in this series. Of course, the last two games, games 2 and 3 of the 6-game set, didn't have a chance to grab the lead first because Jacksonville scored in the first. 3 scoreless here for Sem Robberse. Swing and miss. A good fastball up and away. Robberse has struck out 2, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. He's allowed 2 hits. He stranded both. Has not walked anybody. Swing and miss. Strike 3. Slider low under the hands, and that's his 3rd strikeout. That's what he's been doing to left-handed hitters that has given them fits. Early this season, 26 strikeout for Robberse in 24. Dane Myers bounced out to the third baseman Cesar Prieto to lead off the second inning. Myers was 3 for 4, reached 4 times and scored twice yesterday. It's that one well out towards center field. Koperniak is sprinting back. It's going to hit the base of the wall. A smooth double for Dane Myers. Back-to-back innings with a 1-out double for Jacksonville. Tying run in scoring position for Tristan Gray. That one a slider absolutely clobbered. 109 off the bat. Now it's Gray, who is the active AAA leader in home runs, and is tied 5th in the league with 20 runs batted in. Gray's just 2 runs batted in away from second, but 10 away from Heston Kjerstad, who leads the league with 10 home runs and 30 runs batted in. But of course, he has been called up by Baltimore. Seen Tristan Gray in seasons past with Durham. Now with Jacksonville. Jam shot. Shallow right center. Koperniak comes on and makes the catch as Myers goes back to second. Didn't think about tagging. Calm second out. Now it's Will Banfield, the catcher. Banfield is struggling in his last 5 games, just 1 for 19 with 12 strikeouts. Did single his last time against Robberse, though. That was the first hit for Jacksonville of this game. That's on the ground. Tough one, slow roller. They're going to send home the runner from second. Throw coming in from Young. It's cut off, and the game is tied. Will Banfield, his second hit of this game, his 5th RBI of the season, scores Dane Myers. And we're all knotted up at 1. Just like yesterday, Redbirds only able to hold their lead for 2 outs in the top half of the inning following. The frame in which they grabbed that lead as Devin Smeltzer, who's been dominant in this series, starts to warm. Braxton Garrett has thrown 3 innings. He's allowed 1 run on 3 hits. In his Major League rehab start, Smeltzer comes in. He'd continue working off of a 2 1/3 innings of perfect baseball in relief of this series. 1-1 count on Griffin Conine, runner at first base, top of the 4th. Conine a strikeout victim to end the 2nd inning. That followed a 2-out single from Banfield as well. That goes outside. Pounded on the ground and foul. Robberse trying to continue his stretch to start this season in which he has not allowed a crooked number. 1 run here in this 4th inning. He has also not allowed more than 2 runs in any start. That's how good he's been. Trying to finish off his 4th inning of work. 2-2 to Conine. On the ground towards second. Nick Dunn makes the play. Jacksonville ties it, a 1-out double followed by a 2-out RBI single from the catcher Banfield. 1-1 after 3.5. Redbirds fans all season long, Pete and Jerry's Home Run Eggs, the official egg partner of minor league baseball, invites you to show off your excellent moves at the Shelley's Shake Your Tail Feather Dance-Off for your chance to win free eggs. Pete and Jerry's Eggs are in a league of their own. Their hens are free to frolic under sunny skies on small family farms, laying eggs with impeccable taste and quality. Find them at your local supermarket and bring them home today. Alfonso Rivas to start this 4th inning. Braxton Garrett still out there, faces Rivas as he bounces that one foul to make it 1-1. Smeltzer still throwing in the bullpen. Garrett 54 pitches now. Exactly 2 weeks removed from his most recent rehab appearance, where he went 6 innings through 86 pitches. Through 66 in 4 1/3 in his first appearance in early April. Middle 3rd of the order for Memphis in this 4th. Rivas, Gomez, and Koperniak. This group went 3 up and 3 down against Garrett in the second inning, including a strikeout. 3-1 pitches on the corner, 3-2. Neither team has drawn a walk so far today. Now officially this afternoon, exactly 1 hour into this game. Big hack fouled back. And 11:05 first pitch today. Line shot down the right field line. That is going to stay fair and hit the wall. Picked up by Conine. Throw into second with Rivas hustling is cut off. Alfonso, a leadoff double. Turned around that cutter, and that will be the final man that Braxton Garrett sees in this rehab start. And the Redbirds immediately have that lead run back in scoring position after Jacksonville tied it in the top half of this fourth. Moises Gomez will face Devin Smeltzer. That's after this on Valley Live. Left-hander Devin Smeltzer in to face right-handed hitting Moises Gomez here with runner at second base. A leadoff double for Alfonso Rivas and chased Braxton Garrett. Smeltzer has retired all 7 he's seen in this series, including 4 strikeouts. Posted inning yesterday and fires a strike here. Smeltzer pitched the final out of the 6th and the entire 7th inning yesterday. Did not face Moises Gomez in that stretch. Pitched the 8th inning on Tuesday and struck out Gomez swinging to end an 8th inning. Head on a 0-2 here. That one is lined and just out of reach from the dive of Gray and foul. Gomez popped out to the first baseman Johnston. That was the one that had the wind play tricks on him. It was well fouled and blew all the way 5 feet fair. Had to go down to the ground to make the catch with his back turned to home plate. Breaking ball low and away. Good take. Went change up. Smeltzer dominating AAA, an ERA of .84. On the ground toward third, Gray looks the runner back, throws to first. High throw and good footwork there from Johnston to secure the out. Tristan Gray had played shortstop the first couple of games in this series. He's shown great range. Smartly cuts that ball off to make the throw. And now Koperniak with the runner at second and 1 out. Breaking ball inside corner is strike. Koperniak struck out swinging to end the second inning. That was against the starter Garrett. Both pitchers in this game for Jacksonville left-handed pitchers. That one hit well out down the right field line. It is hooking. Does it stay fair? Just foul. Home plate umpire Austin Jones staring down that line. Had the best angle of any umpire with first base umpire Dane Ponzak behind the mound with the runner at second. So a long, loud strike off the sweeper. Hit 394 feet. Let's see if Koperniak can replicate that and keep it fair. Lines that one right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. They're going to send Rivas home. Mesa Jr.'s throw cut off, and the Redbirds take that lead right back. RBI single for Koperniak. It's 2-1. Hit streak to 5. His 4th run batted in and his 3rd of the series. Rivas leads off with a double. Perniak singles him home with 1 out. And run charge to Braxton Garrett. His final line, 3 innings plus, 4 hits, 2 runs all earned, no walks and 4 strikeouts. Big hack all the way down to the dirt for Gavin Collins. Got some airtime there. It was parallel with the ground for a moment. 0-2. Big pull shift. Right side wide open. Kind of get the feeling with a guy like Sem Robberse on the mound, he can calm down this offense that has struggled this season. Fewest runs scored in AAA. They've done a nice job today, these last 2 innings, of course, of taking extra bases when needed. A stolen base put a runner in scoring position last inning that set up the RBI chance for Sajaci. A double here and then a solid single to regain that lead. Tomahawk toward right center. Who's going to grab it? It'll be Mesa Jr. 2 outs. Sets up Jared Young, who singled, stole that base, and scored the run in the 3rd inning. That hit continued the hot start against left-handed pitching for Jared. A lot of reverse splits on this Redbirds team. Bounces that one up the middle into center. Continues to mash against lefties. They're at the corners with 2 down. Jared Young is 2 for 2. Now in steps Nick Dunn. Nick Dunn hit the ball hard in the 3rd inning, but deep to center. It was caught by Mesa Jr. Redbirds trying to crack Smeltzer for the first time in this series, his 3rd appearance. He has 2 outs, but has 2 on. They're at the corners as Dunn takes a strike. RBI single from Matt Koperniak to give the Redbirds a lead. He runs at 3rd. Sprayed foul. Jared Young, who has stolen a base, runs at 1st. He's 4 of 5 this year, attempting to steal. Redbirds 23 of 28 now this year in stolen base attempts. 0-2 count on Nick Dunn. He takes off. Pitch taken. Throw down to second. Going to try to get caught in the rundown. They're going to throw home and apply the tag on Koperniak. And that ends the inning. Matt does give Memphis the lead, an RBI single to bring home Alfonso Rivas. After 4 at AutoZone Park, it's 2-1. Arnie Costas, the 8-hole man, leads things off for the Jumbo Shrimp in this 5th. Roberts 62 pitches to go through 4 innings. 1 run on 4 hits allowed. Popped straight up. Baker calls everybody off for out number 1. Javier Sonoja, a 1-out double in the 3rd inning, was stranded at second base. Lines that one toward right center field. That one can't hang up for Koperniak. It gets by him. Sonoja can fly, but he'll stop at second with the looming arm of Gomez, who gets it in. 3rd straight inning with a 1-out double. Sonoja did it in the 3rd, does it again here in the 5th. Dane Myers did so last inning and scored. Tying run back in scoring position immediately. Mesa Jr. in the top of the order at the plate. Skied to center and struck out swinging. One of 3 strikeouts for Robberse today. Big swing and miss. Right-hander starts to throw for Jacksonville in their bullpen. Bullpen guys starting to throw some weighted balls, starting to do some sprints in left center for Memphis. Time called here by the batter Mesa Jr. Count still 0-1 on him. St. Louis is in New York tonight. 6:10 Central Time first pitch, taking on the Mets. And the day off yesterday, and with the time in New York, Mason Wynn took advantage of an early morning today. Went to MLB Network, joined MLB Central for a segment. Check swing did go around in Mesa Jr. Another strikeout for Robberse, his 4th. And a big second out in this 5th inning. Jonah Bride now 0 for 2, line out and a ground out. Hard on the ground, Prieto goes to first. Sem Robberse strands a double and works a scoreless 5th. Redbirds can add on to their lead for the first time in this series. Halfway through this ball game in Memphis, it's 2-1 Birds. Redbirds batting with a lead. The first time in this series, of course, with the exception of the innings in which they took a lead. Dunn sprays that one foul. Nick was at the plate last inning when Jared Young took off on an 0-2 pitch. Throw was down in plenty of time, so Young trying to get in a rundown. Ended up throwing Matt Koperniak out at the plate. And he takes strike 3, but will challenge. First challenge of this ball game. Austin Jones has been good this afternoon. And that was a perfect strike three call. Redbirds have 2 challenges remaining. Thomas JC had an RBI single in the 3rd inning to plate the first run of the game. Also struck out swinging in the 1st. Swings and misses on the slider. Represents the top of the order for the Redbirds. Hoping to win their first game of this series here in Game 4. Skied, right field, fair territory. First baseman Johnston, much easier this time than last, records the out. Two quick outs for Chagua out of the bullpen, and it's Cesar Prieto. A single with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Made it 2nd and 3rd after he and Sajasi advanced on a fielding error from Griffin Conine in right. They were stranded in scoring position. Line drive into right. Base hit for Cesar. Had been 0 for 9 in this series. And singled in the last 2 plate appearances and extends his team lead in base hits. Now with 24. Luke and Baker at the plate, 0 for 2. A pair of ground outs to both fielders on the left side of the infield. To third in the 1st, to short in the 3rd. Lucan lines that one into left. A 2-out base hit for him. Back-to-back singles with 2 down, and Alfonso Rivas gets a chance. He led off last inning with the double and came in to score. Breaking ball, hung up just enough. Finds barrel. Baker reaches for the first time. They will not hold anybody on. Defense a pull shift on Rivas. Takes one outside. Alfonso runs scoring in that last inning. The difference in this game. Came in on an RBI single from Matt Koperniak. Trying to add some insurance here in the 5th. Breaking ball, strike. Almost drilled Gomez in the on-deck circle there. Well, if Moises had trouble getting awake for this 11:05 a.m. first pitch, he's awake now. 1-2 count on Alfonso. Lines that one. That's going to go to right field. Prieto, he's going to score with ease. Baker goes first to third. Redbirds lead 3-1. 3 straight 2-out base hits. Another hanging slider. And now the concern for JT Chagua. Trainer out as he is frustrated, and he walked halfway to the dugout before he was met by the trainer, and he's going to go into that dugout. The slider was at 84 miles an hour, and man, you just hate to see stuff like that. Chagua had a good start to this season, and now Jacksonville going to have to get somebody up in a hurry and get them into this game. Redbirds grab the lead with 3 straight singles with 2 outs. We'll have the new pitcher. And as long as he needs to warm up, we'll tell you who it is when we come back on Valley Live. Moises Gomez will step to the plate. 2 outs and 2 on here in the 5th inning. Redbirds have added on to this lead, but JT Chagua left with an injury, was clearly in discomfort after allowing the 2-out RBI single to Alfonso Rivas. Matt Andres, the new pitcher. And as long as he needed to warm up, he's ready. And pitches from the stretch here to Gomez. On the corner, a strike. 3 straight singles with 2 outs here in the 5th inning to pad that lead. Single from Prieto, 1 from Baker, another from Rivas. Baker at third, Rivas at first. 3-1 score. Look out. Gomez dodged a fouled line drive off Rivas a couple of minutes ago and dodges that one up and in. Moises is 0 for 2. Gomez hit that second home run of the year last night in the 2nd inning. First man to see Matt Andres here in the Redbirds 5th. Former Arizona Diamondback, among other major league clubs. His first appearance of this series was optioned 9 days ago from Miami. Pitched 5 innings with them this year. Gomez takes one low. Brings the count full. Stands 6'2", 215 pounds from UC Riverside. 34-year-old. In the air towards center, but that's going to hang up for Victor Mesa Jr. Redbirds add to their lead. They've scored a run in 3 straight frames. It's 3-1 Memphis after 5. The Tennessee Education Lottery is proud to support your Memphis Redbirds and proud to have raised more than $7 billion to support education programs for students across the state of Tennessee. Sem Robberse responds to a longer layoff than he's had today. First pitch pop out to Cesar Prieto. Gets Troy Johnston to start this inning. And his team pieced together 3 consecutive singles with 2 outs to add on to the lead. And then the extended injury delay after JT Chagua had to leave due to injury. Matt Andres at the final out of the 5th inning. Myers squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike anyway. Myers a double in the 4th inning. He scored the lone Jacksonville run. 2-out RBI hit from Will Banfield. Sem has been calm. He's been in command. Another masterful performance from him. It's just so satisfying to watch him pitch. Even last year, the first handful of starts with Memphis where he was giving up some solid contact, adjusting to how hitters attack him at AAA. It was still, you could see the potential there and how smooth everything was, the consistency with the stuff. And right now it's at his peak. His professional career so far continues to have that positive trajectory. Gets a strikeout here, gets Myers to swing and miss. Tag applied by Collins. Tristan Gray at the plate, he's 0 for 2. Swing and miss, good pitch. Sinker outside. Gray will use his timeout. Just a beautiful afternoon here in Memphis. Cannot ask for any better weather. Been blessed with some good weather when we played games this season. Had one rain out. One game ended after 5 2/3 innings. Other than that, perfect weather. It's up and away in a full count here with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th inning. Nice breeze today. Weather in the mid-70s currently. Quiet, calm morning. It's turned to an afternoon. Strike 3 is called, and that ends the inning unless it is overturned. Pitch has been challenged by batter Tristan Gray. Wait here momentarily. Get things set. If it is a strikeout, it would be Sem's 6th of the day and placed perfectly at the top of the zone. Robberse strikes out the final 2 of the frame. He's retired 5 in a row. And the Redbirds take their 3-1 lead to the bottom of the 6th. Redbirds have scored in 3 consecutive frames, trying to make it 4 here. It'll be Kaperniak, Collins, and Jared Young against Matt Andries, who got the final out of the 5th inning. Andries big league time with Tampa Bay, Arizona, the Angels, Seattle, and Boston. Pitched in Japan in 2022 for the Yomiuri Giants. And last year with AAA Oklahoma City was a starter for 19 games. Kaperniak could not hold back. It's 1-2. Matt, an RBI single in the 4th inning to give them this lead. Made it 2-1. Added on with a run in the 5th to make it 3-1. That's up and in, 2-2. Not much action in the Redbirds bullpen, signaling that Sem will come out for the 7th inning. Bouncing ball towards second. Jonah Bride has to work quickly. And just holding the bag is Johnston to get Koperniak. Jumbo Shrimp have not made Troy Johnston's job at first base easy today with some of these throws, but he's had just good enough footwork. Dane Ponzak says he held that bag. Calvin Collins 0 for 2. Strikeout and a fly to center. It's out hard but on the ground. Backhand Sanoha collects throws and 2 down. Here's Jared Young now, 2 for 2 today. Most singles. Both against left-handed pitching. Stolen a base. He's scored a run. Line drive into center. Jared Young is 3 for 3. Breakout performance for him. It's got to feel good. He's batting 133 coming into this game. Just his second multi-hit game. Have to go all the way back to his first game of the season. The second game of the season for Memphis against Charlotte. That was a game where he tripled and homered. Nick Dunn, he laces a single into center. Back-to-back base hits. Do we have a carbon copy of last inning in which the Redbirds strung together 3 consecutive singles to score a run with 2 out? Top of the order in Thomas Sajaci. He has a 2-out RBI today. That was a single in the 3rd. Made it 1-0. His 13th run batted in of this season. He's 1 for 3. Redbirds 11 hits today. Slow chopper back to the pitcher. Andres throws to first, and that ends the inning. Redbirds strand a pair of 2-out singles. We head to the 7th inning. Memphis leads 3-1. Sem Robberse out for the 7th inning for the 2nd time this season. He'll face 6, 7, and 8 in the Jacksonville order. The team leads by 2. Robberse 1 run on 5 hits. He's retired the last 5 he's seen, 3 of them via strikeout. He has 6 of those today. His 86th pitch of the afternoon. Fouls it back. Does Banfield. He's 2 for 2. RBI single his last time in the fourth. The lone Jacksonville run. Connor Thomas starting to get loose out there in left center. Robberse gets ahead. It's been this bottom half of the order for Jacksonville that has 4 of the 5 hits. 2 hits from Banfield, 2 hits from Sanoha. But it's been the Redbirds that have strung together quite a few hits today, tying a season high with 11 so far. The 5th time they've had 11 base hits in a game. Line drive down the left field line. That is fair. That's going to be extra bases. Banfield has his 3rd hit. That's lodged in the corner in left. And an automatic double here. Jared Young, the left fielder, tossed up his hands right when it got lodged. Can't see exactly where, but his umpire Tom Fornarola was right there, saw it as well. Would have been 2 bases anyway. Griffin Conine, 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground out. Swing and miss, good pitch. And that cutter to lefties, been lethal. Tying run at the plate for Jacksonville. 1-2. The score after the 7th inning has been the deciding factor in every single game for Memphis this season. Unless even, of course. Memphis has not come back from trailing in the 7th inning or later. Redbirds also have not lost a game in which they led in the 7th inning or later. Nick Dunn throws to first for the first out of the inning. That does advance Will Banfield to third. Marty Costas 0 for 2, a line out and a pop out on his line today. Yeah, 2 more righties due up here, then a left-handed hitter in Victor Mesa Jr. as that one is in the air toward deep left center field. Sprinting over is Kaperniak. He'll make the catch, but plenty deep enough to score the runner from third. A sacrifice fly for Costas, his 12th run batted in this season, and plates Banfield and makes it 3-2. You see Thomas, the lefty, waiting there. Likely would be ready for Victor Mesa Jr. due up on deck. Now in a 1-run game. Sanoha 2 for 2, 2 doubles. Good slider on the corner for a strike. 2 runs a lot for Sem, tying a season high. That's how good he's been in start 5. Oh, 2 pitch. On the ground, Sajasi throws to first. That ends the inning. Another masterful performance from the right-handed pitcher from the Netherlands. Heart of the Redbirds order, bottom 7. Jacksonville fought back with a run in the top half of this inning. Still Matt Andrees out there for the Jumbo Shrimp. Cesar Prieto, Lukenbaker, and Alfonso Rivas two up here. The three that banded together for three straight singles in the fifth inning with 2 outs to plate the important insurance run. Prieto puts down a bunt. Gray sprinting in, throws on the run and gets him. Cesar had previously been 2 for 3, tries to lay down the bunt. Gray was ready for it. Just another great performance from Sem. 7 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, no walks, struck out 6. Never was out of control of anything. Never had more than 1 runner on base at any given time. And for those doing math, looking at schedules, yes, Delta does fly direct to Detroit from Memphis. Cardinals currently on a 6-game road trip. Fly ball, right center field. It'll be the right fielder Conine to make the catch, 2 down. Alfonso Rivas also 2 for 3. A double run scored in the 4th, a run scoring single in the 5th. Left-hander Connor Thomas still warming in that bullpen. Fly ball left field, slicing away from Costas, running toward that line and makes the catch. Redbirds go down in order against Matt Andrees here in the 7th inning. We head to the 8th. They still lead by a run. Two innings of work earlier in this series. That was back on Wednesday. Allowed 1 unearned run, 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 3. Faces the top of the order. Victor Mesa Jr., Jonah Bride, and then Troy Johnston. Left, right, left. Little flare, Prieto find the sun and drop the baseball. Pop fly never got that high. It created that tough angle for the third baseman. And with Thomas Sajaci playing deep toward the middle with the pull shift, he never had a chance to run over there and get it. Sem Robberse exits after 7. We gave you his line bottom half of that 7th inning, but he'd also be in line for his 4th win of the season. Perfect 3-0 entering play today. They gave Victor Mesa Jr. a single on that. Called strike 3. Bryant goes down on strikes, and he's 0 for 4. Troy Johnston, he's 0 for 3. Bounced to second, struck out swinging, and popped out to third. Tying run is at first base, Victor Mesa Jr. Held on by Luken Baker. Slight pull shift on the left-handed hitter. That one's in the air toward left. It's carrying back. It is at the wall. It hits the wall. They're going to send Mesa Jr. home. There's going to be a play at the plate. Tag. Safe. Game tied. Great angle there to show the call of Ponzak 100% correct. Safe at the plate. On the throw, Myers gets to third. He is the lead run. The infield will come in. 3-3 game here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Dane Myers at the plate. RBI double for Johnston. I guess a junior scores. Sem Robberse will get a no decision. 9th double of the season for Troy Johnston. Jam shot on the ground, Prieto. He will go to first, 2 down. Redbirds blew their first save of the season last night. Another one blown here, this time in the 8th inning. That one hit hard on the ground. Nick Dunn throws to first. A run in the 8th for the Jumbo Shrimp to tie the game at 3. Into the bottom half, Gomez leads things off for Memphis. 8th inning in Memphis, and we've got a brand new ball game. 3-3 the score. Matt Andrees still the pitcher. Moises Gomez the first man to see him for a second time. He flied to center to end the 5th inning against Matt. Andrees is not allowed to run. Redbirds scored in 3 straight frames, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jacksonville has scored a run in the 7th and a run in this 8th to tie the game. Gomez is 0 for 3. Redbirds, of course, batting here in the 8th inning, so still got 3 half innings to decide this in regulation. But Memphis has not gone to extra innings this year, and they do not have a walk-off win this season. Ryan Lute is warming up in the bullpen. Line shot. Somehow, Andrees got out of the way of that, and it's a 4-3 putout. Tucked under it. One down here in the 8th. Matt Koperniak, RBI single back in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. There's a look at Ludus. Has 3 saves to lead the Memphis Redbirds this year. See if the offense can give him a save opportunity. Chopper to second, 2 down. Gavin Collins, the catcher now. He's 0 for 3. Line shot, of course, right at Tristan Gray. We head to the 9th inning. We're tied at 3. Ryan Ludus comes out of the bullpen. We're in the 9th inning. Not a safe situation with the game tied. Ludus 3 for 3 in saves if it were. We will face Banfield, Conine, Costas. Banfield is 3 for 3, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored after he doubled in the 7th. Banfield came in batting just 150 for his 3 for 3 day. Redbirds scored first in the 3rd. Jumbo Shrimp tied it in the 4th. Memphis regained that lead in the bottom half of that 4th inning. Added another in the 5th to lead 3-1. Ground ball towards short. JC gets the glove on it. Sidearm throw is in time for the out. Jacksonville scored a run in the 7th to make it 3-2 and tied it in the 8th. Griffin Conine, nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Ryan Ludus from Barrington, Illinois, right-hander on the mound. Line shot, caught by Dunn. On the edge of a snow cone. Somehow reached to snag that. 2 down. Marty Costas 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly his last time. That was in the 7th. Redbirds will have 8, 9, and 1 to up in the bottom of the 9th. Good thing is that portion has 5 hits today. Young is 3 for 3, Dunn 1 for 3, so JC 1 for 4 with an RBI. Jam shot, pop up out of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacksonville has a right-hander waiting in the bullpen for that 9th. 2-2, fastball was up and in. Two pitch from Ryan. That's up and in, a full count. Look at the right-hander there, tossing. On the corner, called strike 3. That'll be challenged. No, it won't, by Costas. Ryan Lunis, a quick 1-2-3 inning, giving his team a chance for its first walk-off win of the season. Bottom 9 next. Jacksonville stays with Matt Andriese here to face Jared Young. Young, we've gone over extensively his reverse splits today. Has 2 hits against left-handed pitching, 1 hit and 1 plate appearance against Andriese. He's 3 for 3 today. All singles. He's stolen a base and scored a run. He takes one outside. Redbirds get their first walk-off win with a run here in this 9th inning. Jared Young, Nick Dunn, and Thomas Saggese. Pops up out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jared's first multi-hit game of the month of April. His second of the season. Got to go back to the 30th of March. 1-2. Something tells me he likes the red alternate tops. Had that same jersey on when he tripled and homered back on that Saturday afternoon against the Charlotte Knights. Down to the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard but on the ground. Funky hops for Bride, but he plays it well for the first out. Brings up another left-handed hitter. It's Nick Dunn. Nick is not a reverse splits guy. He's right-handed pitching much better. Of course, a right-handed pitcher was warming and is ready for Jacksonville, so it wouldn't matter much. Done 1 for 3. Breaking ball is out. Today's attendance, 1,391. On a Friday afternoon in downtown Memphis. In the air, deep out to right. That baby's gone! Nick Dunn walks this baby off. First walk-off win of the season for the Birds. And that may just unlock Nick Dunn. First win of the series for Memphis. They do it with the long ball. The 3rd home run of the season for Dunn. 4-3 the final. Let's have more morning games. 11:05 first pitch. Game done in 2 hours and 25 minutes. Masterful performance from Sem Robberse. Jacksonville fights back late, but the offense does enough.